Honestly, is there anyone that doesn't have an eyeshadow obsession? I sure have, and I have like 10 palettes that I haven't touched, but here we are talking about a new eyeshadow haul. So today's curiosity is, what started my duochrome addiction? Looxi Beauty. They're the gateway drug for loving multichromes. Magic in a pan, literally, is one of their shade colors. And today I'm going to bring you through the company and some recommendations for favorite shades, and of course the real Rosie report and some negatives. But of course, do I recommend this brand? And the answer is a resounding yes. So their eyeshadow pans are 26 millimeters, and it's about the size of a quarter, which is 24.26 millimeters, and each pan holds about 1.3 grams of product after being hand pressed. The price is what makes this company incredible. It retails for $3 for each eyeshadow, and they typically go on sale for $2.50, and even better, on holiday sales, they sell for $2 for their auroras, which is what they call the duochrome multichromes, and only $2.50 for their mattes. The shipping is free over $75, which is always impossible for me, and so the shipping price for USPS is around $4.50. So specifically for my last order of 8 eyeshadows, I paid $4.25 to ship from Illinois to Texas. Currently, Looxi has 50 auroras, their multichromes, and an additional 39 being discontinued, and some of those are my favorite colors, and so I'm really sad about that. But what makes them really amazing is their price performance. And they just have these beautiful shimmery shades that work for basically everybody. Rosie report for Looxi Beauty. They are amazing for their price performance. And I would say they are very underrated and not well known. And so if you're super interested in like one and done eyeshadows with like a pop and, sass and multichrome, then you definitely need to check out this company and try a few of their shadows for an unbelievable price. The quality is amazing, especially without considering actually the price that they charge for the shadows. And they are on par or just slightly not as amazing as, Clendaya or Terra Moons. So on the other hand of the Rosie report, there are several negatives about this company. So there is a major lack of swatches. There's only a single swatch photo on light skin with perfect lighting. And so most of the shadows end up very, different in real life. And many other customers, not me, are mad because they feel misled and or they ordered the wrong shade because the picture just doesn't really show. And part of it is, it's multichrome, duochrome that is shifty, and it's just really hard to capture that kind of swatch on camera. And on the other hand, I do agree, they need to do better, and the company that I really think they should take some notes from is Copacetic. They have 8 different swatch pictures and on multiple skin tones, and they tell you who to go look for on Instagram if you want more swatches. And I just feel like you can definitely do that and have collaboration or just someone on your team that will just take more photos and really sell your product. So there's major complaints that you don't really see the shifts and, colors that they describe. And so people are upset when they don't see that. And unfortunately, because this is a small business, they have a lack of customer service if something goes wrong. And these are stories and anecdotes from other people, and my order was packed perfectly, but unfortunately it took forever, and I'll tell you more about my order process in a second. And a third negative point is many eyeshadows were out of stock because they're just such a small business that they just can't keep up, or with the supply chain difficulties. Thankfully, they did restock for the July 4th sale, which is when I made my order, and so everything was great then. And right now I do see that they are discontinuing or final sale many of their Auroras, which is what I purchased for the multichromes, and so I'm really sad about that, and I really do hope they change their mind and bring some of these shades back. Fourth point is the website is really hard to navigate, and it is really difficult to find specific shadows. Like if you are really interested in green shifty eyeshadows, there's no sort of labeling or sorting or anything like that to find those kind of specifics. And so you kind of end up browsing like 100 products just to find what you're looking for. And you're just assuming based on the single swatch photo that is what you want. And so I expect like better, especially since all shopping these days are online. And it's just really hard to make an informed decision. And lastly, I'm going to tell you about what happened with my order, because it is a hella long processing time that they say. So the website, the company states that they need 7 to 12 business days, but it's actually closer to waiting 4 weeks. So we're talking 1 month from when you order to receiving your order in your hands, especially if you order during a sale. So for example, my order was from the July 4th sale. I ordered on July 4th, and they took 2 weeks to even just make the shipping label. And so you think they're like, oh, it's dropped off and it's shipped. But no, if you actually click on the tracking number, it just says the label is created. And usually when people do that, you're expecting them to drop off your package like the next day. But no, for this Looxi company, they took an additional week to actually get it to USPS. And then of course USPS, they were really great and on top of things this time, and they delivered it to me in just 3 days. So in summary, I ordered on July 4th, didn't get my package until July 28th. But long processing time aside, it was really beautifully packaged. As you can see here, there's like multiple layers to protect the eyeshadows from shattering. And in my order of 8, there was only 2 that were like barely slightly cracked. And I think that has more to do with the specific formula, where it's like really creamy than actually, anything to do with the packaging and the company. And so that is just like how it is for these shadows, and I'm just really happy with the way that they packed it. I am not happy with like the processing time, but like everything makes us feel like everyone we order from should be as fast as Amazon, and I don't have a problem with waiting. I just didn't expect to wait 4 weeks for my products when they say 7 to 12 business days, Let's talk eyeshadow colors. So these are the 12 shades that I bought, and I'm gonna tell you, the official name that the company calls it and what color it shows in the pan and the description that they use. So we're gonna start off with Angel Wings. It is a peach, and they describe it as a light peachy orange that shifts to a multitude of colors from purple, blue, gold, and bronze. Next to that, we have Drip, which appears very green. It is a golden green shade with shifts of blue, red, green, and purple. Next up, we have Cookie Dough and Hybrid. Cookie Dough is a white, and it's an iridescent dream. So there's shifts of pink, blue, purple, and gold, and it makes this a must-have. Especially if you love like topper colors, this is the one to get. Next to that, we have Hybrid, which appears pink, and it's a brownish green shade with shifts of purple and turquoise. In the second row, we have Snickerdoodle and Social Butterfly. Snickerdoodle is a silver. It's a silvery green shade with shifts of pink, red and purple, turquoise, and gold. Social Butterfly appears brown, and it's a golden bronze shade with shifts of brown, purple, and red. Now we have Ube and Venus. Ube looks very like light purple, and it's a gorgeous purple shade with shifts of pink, green, and blue. Venus appears pink, a soft yellow gold with shifts of pink, lilac, green, and caramel. These are the 8 that I just purchased, and then I already owned 4 other ones, and so you can kind of tell in the swatches that they're a bit drier and, you know, slightly older, but I still love these shades. We have Abracadabra, which is silver in the pan, and it's literally magic in a pan. This unsuspecting silvery shade transforms and shifts to purple, blue, silver, and yellow gold. Next to that, we have Reflection, which appears green-brown. It is a semi-metallic brown with shifts of green and gold. So this is the more of a metallic instead of a duochrome, but you know, by proper definition, it's still a duochrome. Then we have Rosie, which appears beige, and it's a metallic champagne with shifts of rosy pink. Last but not least, we have Wild Child, which appears pink and is a purplish pink shade with a shift of greenish gold. Recommendations time. So my favorite are of course the neutral ones because I really love one and done eyeshadows, and so the ones to get are Rosé, Wild Child, and Venus. But there's actually something really special about Angel Wings, Cookie Dough, and Snickerdoodle. Cookie Dough is an excellent topper shade, like I said, or some people love to use it as an inner corner highlight. And Angel Wings is just like, I think gonna be my new neutral one and done, but with a lot of sass and just like something that's really magical looking. They should have called that Abracadabra. And I'm really excited to push beyond my comfort zone and use the green drip, hybrid, and ube. For ube, I feel like it might be a little too pastel for my comfort, but lots of other people love it, and so I just need to get over my discomfort and try it more and more. So final thoughts. Overall, I'm really super happy with the shades that I picked. Like, I have no buyer's remorse like some people had from blindly shopping based off of one perfect swatch. And it's like the best kind of mystery bundle, you know, like you see something different with each eyeshadow, and I just really love this brand and how they're just such a small business, but the quality is just beyond anything that you think can be just for $2. And they're just like super honest, and when they do have everything in stock, you just like want to just buy everything, right? And so I really want to see more people talk about this brand, and I would definitely buy these as gifts for my favorite people and buy some more for myself. So the question is, have you tried Looxi, and how do you think it compares to other multichrome brands like Clendaya and Terra Moons and, you know, all those big brands that make specifically multichromes? So let me know down in the comments, and if you're interested in other and more brands for multichromes, you can check out my other video where I will talk about Clendaya, Terra Moon, Sydney Grace, Lethal, JD Glow, Divina, Odin's Eye, Copacetic, Frene, and ColourPop, and some more honorable mentions. It seems like everyone these days are doing multichrome, and so there's actually so many brands that have duochrome options, you know, like Pat McGrath, and I'm focusing on the single pan eyeshadow companies.